What's up, my Fina loves? It's Miss Fina D coming to you all from Fina Entertainment News. If you missed part one, I uploaded it a few days ago, and it's under this thumbnail right here that I have on the screen. So if you missed it, you can click the very first link in the description below to watch it, or go through the channel or the Real Housewives of Atlanta playlist that I have on here on the RHOA. Let's get into part two. Let me quickly add some context. People always love to bring up her kids and the fact that she had 4 children by 4 different men. Okay, she was married to one of those men. She was engaged to one of the other guy that she thought was going to be her forever. And then the other 2, she was young. Live your life how you see fit, whether you're married or not. But she was responding to the people who are making it seem like she randomly met these people on the side of the street and then went ahead and just got pregnant for the sake of getting pregnant. And she was just explaining that actually I had real meaningful loving relationships with these people. One of them she was allegedly married to, and the other one she was about to get married to, and the engagement simply did not work. So her friend basically said all of her kids were created with love. And that's where this conversation came from. So I just want to add some context. It wasn't just random out of nowhere. When people use that as a diss to her, she's responding to, why would that be a diss? It's not a diss when I got 4 beautiful, amazing children out of it. Why would I be embarrassed that I had one of my kids when I was very young, okay, and they didn't know better? Why would I be embarrassed when I have one of them when I was married to the person? Why would I be embarrassed when I was engaged to another person that I thought was going to be my forever? That would never be a diss to me saying, well, you have 4 kids by 4 different men, when some of these men I actually had long-term, meaningful relationships with. Also, kids are a blessing, and she's also saying even if she didn't have long-term relationships or marriages with those men, why would she be embarrassed or regret having her beautiful kids? That's the message here. Because whether you're married, you're not married, like I always say, do what's best for you and what works for you. But she's simply responding to the people who wants to be judgmental and all of that. So let's get into it.
In love, and then all of your babies were created out of love. That's why when people say stuff that they have no idea about, it's just hilarious. Because during the time you were in love, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was.
I know.
Madly in love.
I know you.
Yeah.
People don't get that though.
It's not for your vision for your life is never for anyone to understand. And this is what I've been trying to tell my close friends and family. Your vision is your vision to own for your life, whether that be relationships, children, your career, whatever it may be. You came in this world alone. That's exactly how you're going to leave it. Your happiness is your sole responsibility. Mm-hmm. So whether people agree with it or not, which 9 times out of 10, they're not going to agree with it because everybody has their own perspectives and they're entitled to that. But nobody is built with the same blueprint. That's why I can't stand how people say, oh, well, you know, you didn't get married first before you had children and you didn't do this and do that and do this, as if my life is the same as your life or your life is the same as my life. We're not. We're all different. We are all created different. What works for me may not work for you. And that is also okay. And this is where I'm going to continue. This is how I'm going to continue to live my life. You need to, I'm sorry, the makeup on your foot just, it deterred me. Just wipe it off.
Makeup on the foot?
Yeah, on your toe. I was like, I want to wipe your foot off. I'm sorry. Toe? On your right toe. Look, the powder. Okay, sorry.
I just had.
The blogs really make you look negative, so that's all I know about you, unfortunately. Girl, don't pay attention to them blogs.
Girl, the blogs is your main source of news. I don't know what to tell you.
I understand, but don't pay attention to them things. I am. They said, but you've made mistakes. I don't think you can entirely say you're proud of all of your mistakes. Absolutely 100% stand behind all of my mistakes. You know why? Because my mistakes are what brought me to my clarity of who I am today. And it's going to continue to bring me who I am tomorrow and the next day up until the day that I die in this life. What my mistakes are what make me and it shapes me who I am. You can't go through life riding a horse and thinking that you're never going to fall off and then not getting back on it. Absolutely. Life is about making mistakes. It's about learning from those mistakes, applying those mistakes to your life is what I meant to say. You have to apply those lessons learned. How are you going to learn anything in life if you don't make mistakes? You didn't start in kindergarten, in first grade, and second grade, and all throughout grade school not making any mistakes. You made a bunch of mistakes before you learned the lesson. Absolutely. I stand behind my mistakes. I do not have any regrets in my life at all. No, I'm absolutely proud of myself and my accomplishments and my triumphs. Oh, your red and my black look so good.
Oh.
That's Falynn's connection, okay? Not mine. When the phone starts glitching, it's from her.
Fuck that bitch. I'm sorry, I had to say it. Why do y'all spell Jalen's name like this? Y'all put Jalen's name and mix it with my name.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah, that's not how to spell his name. No, I don't regret messing with Jalen. As if we weren't engaged.
Right.
No, I don't. My daughter is here. Oh no, they said, girl, you do not need to explain yourself. You're happy with your life. That's all that matters. Thank you so much, boo-boo. But I'm not explaining myself. What I'm doing is I'm educating. And you can't go through life as well and live as much life as I've lived and not educate as well. I've learned that keeping those lessons within yourself is actually not rewarding, and it doesn't bring you any blessings either. You know, some people are just ignorant, and when I say ignorant, I don't mean it always to be in a negative way, but there's some people who are just ignorant. They lack the knowledge. So I use my platform to educate when I can, you know, and if people learn from my mistakes, then so be it. Then I'm doing my job. That's great. You know, I'm here to uplift people. I'm not here to what is it? Be dramatic and start drama. I mean, my life has a lot of drama in it, but it's not because I look for it. It just happens. It just does, okay? And I go about it with grace every time. Yeah, because at the end of the day, you can't teach class. You can't buy it. It just is. You just have it or you don't. I don't think anybody ever did me wrong. They just messed up within themselves, and it kind of just reflected. And they were going through things that they were going through in life, and then it came out, and I ended up being a casualty to it. You know, but I don't ever go through life saying, oh my gosh, someone did me wrong. Look how they did me. Look how, no, that's a victim mentality. Absolutely not. Did I learn from it? Did it hurt? Yeah. Did I learn from it? Hell yeah. All right. Here's the story. I hope y'all learn from it too. What's next?
Falynn is entitled to her opinion, and her opinion is respected. However, someone doing you wrong, you seeing it, acknowledging it, and understanding that you are or you were a victim in something terrible that was done to you is not the same as having a victim mentality. So I'm glad that Falynn is growing. I understand what she's saying about the victim mentality, but it's not a victim mentality when something actually happened to you and you do feel like a victim. I also do understand that sometimes life happens to people, they are angry, and then they end up ending their frustration on people who just happen to be there, but people who have absolutely nothing to do with the reason why they're angry or the reason why they're going through what they're going through in life. So on that level of you end up being a casualty, I completely understand that, but no one should ever feel guilty because they feel like they are or were a victim of something terrible happening to them. That's not a victim mentality. Now, a victim mentality is when someone often feels like a victim, even when they're not the victim, okay? Then that's having the victim mentality. Someone who's also often blaming people for everything, blaming people for all of the chaos and drama in their life, not accepting responsibility, not taking accountability, self-sabotaging, and the list goes on and on. That's having the victim mentality. All of the things that you're not. And someone responded in the comments and basically wrote that Falynn should stop explaining herself. You or heard her say, I'm here to educate. I'm not just explaining myself. So I'm just doing that as well. Educating and saying that if something terrible happened to you and you feel like a victim or a survivor and you cried about it or you voice your opinion, that doesn't mean you have a victim mentality, and to know the difference than being a victim and having a victim mentality. And you're not wrong if you feel like you are or were a victim of something and you are a survivor from whatever it is that you survived or felt the victim of. I'm screen recording from Falynn Instagram Live. So if it's glitching or pixelated, it's her connection and not mine. So hopefully you can hear her in the next clip and segment.
No, saying that you're proud. Okay, they said yes, but we all make mistakes, and we must admit that we could have done better.
Yeah, we know.
Okay. Saying we are proud of what we've done only means we are capable of repeating those very mistakes. Absolutely not. That's not what that means at all, because I learned from my mistakes. I'm proud that I made those mistakes, because would I have learned that lesson had I not? No, I wouldn't have. 9 times out of 10. I had to make that mistake in order for me to learn from it and to apply it. So now that I've learned from it and I've applied that lesson, I'm not going to go and make the same mistake if I did indeed learn the lesson to be had, is what I'm saying. And I learned from those lessons. I learned from all of my mistakes that I've made, and I've applied those lessons. So no, you can't then go, if you've learned and you've applied it already, you can't then go and make the same mistake just because you're proud of how far you've come. You're supposed to be proud of yourself. I am not who I was a year ago, and I'm damn proud of that.
Last week.
Huh?
I ain't who I was last week.
Right, exactly. That's really good. That's really good growth. It's really good. Your hair is so shiny. What did you use?
Is it Nexus?
No. What's the one? BioSilk.
Oh.
It's BioSilk, guys. And because my hair is just healthy. It's healthy. Or should I say secured the bag from him? I'm always going to secure a bag. I'm not going to waste my time. What? What? I didn't say nothing about that. Relax. I just got my own too.
If you didn't watch part 1, please watch part 1 for Falynn's powerful message about having her own bag, because people kept saying she fumbled the bag, meaning money, when she left Simon and all of that. her point of view on that was everything. So if you missed part 1, that's what she's referring to, but you have to click that video to hear what she had to say. It was very powerful, and I'm here for it.
I did write a book, guys. It's in my bio. Jesus Christ. Not Jesus Christ. My book is called Sinless. It was literally #1 bestseller on Amazon. Thank you all, though. You know who you are. Okay. So we're gonna go figure out our outfits. Cece, do you love me? Are you riding? So you never own me from the side. Okay, we're gonna go now. Love you guys so much. Love you all. Yay! Love you. There it goes. Yay! Good night.
Growth is also so amazing. She talked about being single, taking time to herself, healing, self-love, and all of that. So absolutely, please go and watch part 1, because majority of the important things that she talked about in her growth are all in part 1. Included a link in the description below. I also said that because part 1 was a little longer, that I was going to talk about other things that she's been doing in her career in part 2. Been promoting for Fashion Nova, so that's money right there every time she posts for them. And she's actually making their pieces look expensive. These are all Fashion Nova dresses, but the way how she's just so elegant, she's making them look way expensive than they are. She also had to deal with Savage X Fenty. Oh, okay. You know the video I did months ago when she said that Chris Brown slid in her DMs allegedly and she, turned him down? I see now. Rihanna is the owner of Savage X Fenty, and that's his ex. He definitely has a type. Okay, but if you missed that video, go to the youre playlist and you can catch up on that. She's still modeling, and she's also still doing ads for Portia ex-fiance alcohol brand. She's been in music videos, VH1 Couples Retreat. She's still painting. She's still doing her thing, and of course, being an incredible mother. So overall, Falynn been out here getting to the bag, exactly what she said in part 2, her own bag, her own money, and she's been doing well. But anyways, I'm wishing all of you well, and take care. My loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted, and I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.